Rise and shine. Peace, family. I am Korbin Brown. Welcome to Care More on Sundays. You know, it's the beginning of the week, so we want to start off with good intentions, set them intentions for ourselves, the vision for ourselves, and build that routine, building routines for ourselves. What are we going to do today and continue to do throughout the week? And it might not always look the same each day. Some days you got to adjust based on the weather. You know, you wake up going outside, the clouds might be out, less sun, you might feel you got a little less energy, but I don't mean you can't do anything. It still means you got to keep that discipline within yourself to be able to still push forward on what you said you're going to do today. Maybe you said you writing a book this week. All right. So one day you might wake up, you got energy to write 2 or 3 pages. The next day you wake up, maybe you only got the energy to write a paragraph, but you got to have that discipline and build that consistency to still get up and do what you said you're going to do. We can't look for other people to be able to hold us accountable. We have to be self-accountable first. It's great to be able to have others and have groups to be able to keep you on the path of where you said you're going to go. But what you're going to do for yourself first. Look at nature, man. Nature doesn't depend on man to come tell them when it's time to migrate, when it's time to hibernate, when it's time to go find food. They don't depend on man to come tell them how to take care of their child, how to raise their child, or even how to maneuver and survive within the wilderness. But it knows what to do inside of them. And you know what to do inside of you. You have that inner God within you who speaks to you every day. You got to listen. Get rid of all the distractions. Eat things that bring you life, that keep you clean inside. Surround yourself with music or information that doesn't make it harder for you to hear from the connection to source. Because that's how nature is able to continue to move. It has a connection to source. So do things that you know are best for you. Don't do what's easy a lot of times. It's good. It's fun to do what's easy, but you gotta do the work. You gotta be willing to put in the work and have that discipline and build that consistency every day. Every day. And it's like I said, don't have to look the same every day. But you gotta be able to stay on that path for yourself, understanding what you're going for further. And you might not always be able to see a long down the road. You can't see exactly where you're gonna be at 10 years from now, but you got an idea. You got an idea, and if you don't got an idea, get to thinking. Get to writing some things down. Take them thoughts out of your brain. Put it on paper. It makes more sense when you take all them clouded thoughts out of your brain like a web of thoughts and just put it on paper. Now you can eliminate and take away things that don't align with what your actual vision is. What is your vision? What do you see for yourself? If you got a family, what is the vision you see for your family? What is and not even just the children that you might get, what is the vision you see for the bloodline that you were born into? What was the legacy that was already put into you through your DNA? You know, it's something called intergenerational curses. But we have to build intergenerational legacies. So the things that were done by our ancestors were literally passed down through our DNA. The same way how you might get diabetes, or you might have a higher chance of high blood pressure, or maybe a higher chance of autism. That comes through your bloodline. What was the legacy that was built or put through your bloodline? What was the work that was already done by the ones who came before you? Connect with those who came before you. Think about it. What'd your grandma do? What'd your mama do? What'd your aunt, your uncle do? Do you know? Maybe it's time for you to do some research. And not just look into the books or listen to the things that you were told already, but it's time for you to go do your own research. Go learn from the world around you. You know, a lot of times you might feel like you got deja vu or certain scents or smells or sounds feel more familiar. That's a connection. We all have a connection to this natural world around us. We know what to do. We know where to go. But it's easier to just let the world dictate our lives. But it's time for us to take charge by staying disciplined and building consistency really every day. Not doing it the same way every day, but figuring out what works best for you and doing that each day, man. That's how we're going to be able to see change within ourselves. And once we change ourselves, the world around us changes as well. You feel me? My man's Biggie said it. We can't change the world till we change ourselves. So let's do it, man. Let's do it today. That's why I said care more on Sunday. Start the week off fresh. Start it with good intentions. Take care of yourself. Slow starts. You don't got to move so fast. You don't got to rush through life. Don't let the rest of the world feel like everything got to be in a rush or it got to happen right now. The pyramids weren't built in one day. Nah, they weren't built in one day. They was built brick by brick, hand by hand, each day understanding if I put this brick here, by the time my children are born or my grandchildren are here, they'll be able to reap the benefits of the work that I put in. So you got to start that work today, man. Look at yourself as an eternal being. Don't look at the flesh and think, oh man, I gotta rush. I gotta do it before I'm too old. Nah, take care of yourself on a daily, and you'll be able to live young forever as long as you're on this earth. And your legacy will go on past the time that you are physically present here. But you gotta believe, man. You gotta believe in yourself. You gotta believe in yourself. That's the only way it's gonna happen. Get in tune, man. Get in tune with nature. Go take a walk today. You know, build a rising routine for yourself. What do you do when you wake up? Do you pray? Do you meditate? Do you read the Bible? What is it that you do for yourself, man? And start doing those things every day. You got a face routine? You take time to figure out what products work best for your skin? You know, what do you want to put on to wash your face? What do you want to put on to lather your face every day? Lather your skin. Do certain butters moisture your hands a little bit better than others? What is it that you need for yourself, man? You gotta figure it out for you. Because it's gonna be constant things pouring into you, trying to tell you what's best for you. But nobody knows what's best for you other than yourself, man. And you have that internally. That wisdom, those answers you are looking for is internal, it's inside of you. Can't nobody tell you about yourself better than you do. You know, but it takes for you to sit, be quiet, be still. Be still like the trees. Be still like nature. When the seasons change, it never happens in one day. It doesn't go from winter to spring to summer, from summer to autumn, all in one day. It gradually changes. You start seeing one leaf fall, then another leaf fall. Before you know, you look up, the whole forest is bare. There's no leaves. There's no leaves on the trees. Then you look and all the leaves are on the ground. Before you know it, the leaves are covered with snow. It's freezing outside. It gradually happens. Let your life gradually happen, but you got to build that discipline for yourself, man. Self-discipline, self-accountability. Don't look for nobody externally. Don't look for God externally, because God is inside of you. You are connected to this source. When I point up, I'm not pointing to up like it's a heaven where that's where God is at. I'm telling you, God is everywhere and connected inside of you as well. All is one, one is all. You know, it's a connection. But you got to believe. You got to believe there's something bigger than you. It's a bigger reason for you to wake up every day other than just going to work, other than just going to school, other than just raising your children. It's a bigger vision. You are making an impact by just being yourself. What is that reason? Are you ready to find out? Are you ready to wake up on a mission every day? You wake up, you see these birds, see these geese. They get up every day knowing what their mission is every day. They're going to get up. They're going to rise. They're going to look at the sun, look to the sun. They're going to search for food. They're going to provide shelter for their young. They're going to survive. They might run into some challenges, some predators who's trying to attack them or attack their family, but they're going to defend themselves. They're going to fight for their life. They're going to fight for their life, and every day they're going to wake up on this mission. Tomorrow they're not going to decide to be, the geese not going to decide to, oh, I don't want to be a bird no more. I'm going to turn into a coyote. I'm going to become an eagle. Nah, they are happy with who they are, and they make the best of who they are every day, and they growing to become a better version of themselves every day. You got to do it for yourself, man. What you going to do? How are you going to care more about yourself? What are you going to do? Not even just what I said, your skin routines. What you going to put into your body to nourish you? You know, you take a plant, you put it in a closet, you don't give it no food, it's going to die. Same with you. You take your being, your body, your physical body, you put it in a dark room, you put it in the house every day. You feeding the junk food every day. Food that's not nourishing your body. No life in the foods. What are you slowly killing yourself? But nah, we just want to accept what we are told because it's the easier thing to do. We want to do what everybody else around us is doing instead of being the individual that we are. Shine the light of who you are. You were born to shine, not to fit in. You gotta take care of yourself, man. Get like nature. Be an individual. No two trees look the same. Even if they come from the same background, they both can be pine trees, but neither of the pine trees will look alike. You gotta be individually yourself. Go through your own journey. Them times you felt was rough, them times you felt beat you down, them times you felt could have killed you, that's what's gonna make you into the person that you were supposed to be. Supposed to be, man. You were born to be this person, born to be legendary. Don't settle for less. Don't settle for average. Don't settle for what they told you to be or told you to do. You got this. Step in. Step in place. Say, I'm going to be the one to change to take my family bloodline to the next level. I'm going to be the one to continue building these pyramids. But it takes that having that discipline and that consistency every day. Sometimes you gotta take time to rest. You gotta take time to rest. Definitely. I'm not telling you gotta work so hard that you fall out or die. Nah, that's not even what it's about. Life is supposed to be nowhere near easy, but it's supposed to come with ease. Because you're going with the flow. Like a leaf with the wind, you moving with the flow of where you being pushed to. Today I'm being pushed to push, like the wind behind me, to be able to put my all into whatever it is my mission is. Some days you might be pushed to rest. You might be feeling like I need to do so much, but you're being pushed to be still. Every time you try to move so fast, you might fall, you might slip. Something happens, you're like, why everything happened? Because you need to be still today. Listen to your mind, listen to your body. Listen to the spirit that's connected to the source all around you. Life is beautiful, man. We can really take advantage of it all that was given to us, man. It wasn't put here just to be here. Well, it is put here just to be itself, but it won't put here just to take up space. You're not here just to take up space. You're here to fulfill a purpose, a bigger purpose that was created for you and the people around you, the world around you. What part are you going to play? How are you going to do it? Figure it out for yourself, man. Take them thoughts. Get silent with yourself. Go sit still with yourself. If you feel lost, go sit still. Be quiet. Get away from all the noise. Separate yourself from the distractions of the world. Go figure out what you're going to do for yourself, man, and get disciplined. Build that consistency, man. It's Korbin. Like I said, my name is Korbin Brown. I'm here. Care more on Sundays. We're going to take care of ourselves. We're going to build the legacies that we know we were here to build. Continue building on. Be the example. Set the tone. We here. Let's keep going, man. Rise and shine. I'm out. Peace, family.